We are started up. I've hit the start stream button. Started up. Now I'm posting in general chat that we're streaming. Started up. Oh, someone already did. Someone beat me to it. Started up.
Oh yeah. Started up.
All right. Hi guys.
You scare me now.
Oh, why so? Why? Because the picture? Okay, let's do our recap, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my!
So after going through the deadly mystery dungeon of seasons, felling the mighty Regice, our heroes, along with Audric, Dark Heroes, ended up on a beach where they had some insightful discussions about who their characters are and where they might be going. And they arrived in Naginata and registered for a few festival games. Meanwhile, Lucius, our Buneary friend, and Rodney, our Meowth friend, heard Rodney's true name being uttered in a mysterious whispery tone, trying to take them to the sacred gardens, in which they cannot enter. And they hope to do that by winning a series of contests in the Naginata Festival. When they arrived at their hotel after sporting some kimonos, they met a kind of darkish furred Meowth named Botan, who has a task for them to go to the Sacred Garden, which is a mystery dungeon, of course, and lay down some crystals in order for basically to act as like kind of a scrying, a security camera to kind of, since time and space is kind of all distorted in mystery dungeons, she wants to possibly see something that happened in that mystery dungeon. And they found a picture of the royal family, one of the Pokemon in this picture of which was their old friend Ape, who was apparently a prince here and killed his older brother in the dungeon they are headed to.
I thought he was just a weeb like me. Oh my god.
I just wanted to see what Lucius was laughing about. You did it, Mike.
You did it. You did it. You put the troll face back.
I cannot believe you.
What do we? I forget who exactly is looking at this picture or holding it. I think it's Sora, your shaman compadre. But another thing too is this Zoroas here, who I don't think has been even introduced to you. You're kind of acquainted, but otherwise you have no idea who this guy is.
We're getting to that.
So I'll say you're in your little hotel room and staring at this picture, kind of digesting what you see there. What do you want to do from there?
Just when my adventure couldn't get any more bizarre.
So, you guys know this guy?
In a sense, remember that ship that you tried raiding?
Not gonna forget that anytime soon.
He was sort of the muscle on that ship, but we lost him.
Ape was a fellow crew member of mine.
Phantom, Phantom, you know his name is not Ape, like they're suggesting. It's Hanabusa.
Hmm.
And here I thought he was just a weird little punk.
I thought he was a weeb just like me.
What do you mean, lost him?
This is going to sound crazy, but a human appeared in another ship we were exploring and turned him into metal before taking him away.
The moment you mention the word human, Phantom just face palms.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll go with that.
I. You
Well, I
really
said it
never
sounds
believed in
crazy.
those stories.
No, I really didn't.
Trust me,
I've been
humans
blind.
exist.
Well, let me tell you a more simple thing. He's basically dead. Is that enough for you?
Yeah, I can buy that.
All right then, let's go with that story. Guys, I don't think I've properly introduced you to him, but this is Phantom. He's a old childhood friend of mine. Phantom,
That's one way of putting it.
Phantom. These are the three compadres that are with me when we left the ship, Captain Bruiser. When we left the Bruiser. This is Lucius.
Hey.
This is Raffa.
I wasn't on that ship, but hi.
Oh, yeah. It's been a rocky 2 weeks. And then, le musician himself, Monsieur Henry.
Yes. Charmed, I'm sure.
Sora goes,
Oh, yeah. And this is the person that we met when we were in a town in the skies, Sora. Oh, yeah. And Mimikyu, too. Can't forget him.
he kind of
I
just
thought he was the one that you would talk from the boat.
So you've heard of me, huh?
I
Well,
haven't.
I don't.
It's been an eventful 2 weeks. Apparently, they know everything. From my point of view, anyway.
Well, I don't think we're gonna accomplish anything else by just sitting here till tomorrow. So
Have you done any research into the games? Is there anything about them that we should know about?
You just kind of know the basics, Phantom. If he wants to ask you anything about it, if that's what he's implying.
I know a little, but probably not a whole lot more than you.
Hmm. Do you know if there's any restrictions or anything like that aside from obviously the kimono contest requiring you be a girl, but is there any other restrictions?
Elaborate on that.
Like what can you not are there things you cannot do in the contest?
You're not sure. They just
That means-
basically like cheating. That's what you basically know.
You can't be throwing elbows and Mochi at your
Can't be throwing elbows. You don't throw hands with your fellow competitors. Unless the competition is specifically about throwing hands. At that point, you have to go through sumo regulations, of course.
Yeah, only sumo has no rules.
No, sumo has rules. There are strict regulations when it comes to sumo.
Well, we don't know about this sumo.
Oh, trust me. What do you think? Is this some back alley sumo event? This is like a grand festival. A grand festival is holding the sumo event. Why would they not have regulations?
None of you is in it, so.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what was it? Lucy, you entering the kimono contest?
The kimono contest requires you to be a girl.
Wait. Oh, you. Oh. I apologize.
No.
Yes. Yes,
okay,
that was my first. That was my first impression too. Yes, that's very unladylike of you, young lady. Oh. Ah.
As you
So-
could tell, you're not the first person to make that mistake, and you're probably not going to be the last.
I thought that you of all people would know.
Give me a break. It's not like male and female bunny are able to be that different.
You know what? You're
And he's
probably
just
not too
kind
far
of
from the
looking
truth.
like he just wants to be anywhere but that room right now.
Yeah, you have your own room, but
In any case, no, the Litten Raffa's entering the Kimono contest. Rodney and I are in the Mochi contest. Henry's in the musical contest, and that's our team.
So the other two aren't doing anything. Alright.
No, I asked Sora requested not to, and Mimikyu, I don't know.
didn't really ask him.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of a back alley sumo match now. It's just a bunch
Oh
of
my
fat
gosh.
people in an alleyway.
The idea is to shove the other guy into the trash can.
Yeah. They just throw salt on the dirty ground. They... God.
Are you
He's
allowed to wear
slapping
iron
each other.
boots in the sumo competition?
Probably not.
Darn.
I mean, maybe if it was ran by Gorons, but
I don't think any of us here are sufficiently bulky enough. Don't look at me!
I wasn't even going to ask. Still, our main priority is to get into the Secret Gardens, whether by winning the competition or forcing our way through. Hopefully,
Trust
we'll
me,
be
if
able
we
to
can
win.
do the first option, it's going to be a lot easier.
Of course, that's why I'm counting on it. No
yeah,
one's going
I imagine so. Luckily, we've got 5 of us entering the contest, and luckily we've also got a couple raffle tickets. So, with any and all luck, either by luck or by skill, at least one of us will be able to win the contest and request that the 5 of us end up traveling through the Sacred Gardens.
We can't do that. Our job just got exponentially harder, and we have to find our way through, sneaking wise. And I really don't want to do that.
Yeah, me neither.
Glad both of us are on the same page on that.
In any case, if we don't have anything else to talk about, I think I might as well get going for tonight.
Alright, I had locked the door with that golden lock, hadn't I?
Yeah, you try going over to the door. And it's just...
Oh, almost
Good.
forgot. I'm just gonna lock the door with the golden lock.
Yeah.
Sorry, enjoy your night.
He just kind of shoots Rodney a strange look. Good night.
Night.
Yeah, you maybe find your room like a floor up.
Alright.
It looks very similar.
I
So the-
close the door.
How late is it right now?
It's
Should
actually
be early-
it's still
yeah.
pretty early, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about midday, I'd say.
Oh, that early.
Good night.
Well, I guess we'll just be here. Maybe I can...
Phantom is going to go try to swipe some more tickets.
Okay, so you're just gonna go out in the streets and just try to find some people with a glint of stupid in their eye?
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
In the meantime,
Particularly, yeah, like people who look absent-minded and aren't really paying attention.
Alright.
We might want to inspect the wall in case everything goes horribly wrong and we have to jump the wall.
What wall?
The one to the garden.
I don't think you've actually been there yet.
Yeah, we have not even approached the garden yet.
Yeah. So you.
Talk about a real awkward reunion.
So, still a bunch of the day left. Here's what I'm thinking. I think a couple of us should maybe see what we can find out for the rules of the contest, see if there's anything we could do. Like
Wanna have
maybe
a little
go back
fun?
to that gameskeeper from before. I should have this written down. Oh yeah, the masquerade gameskeeper. Maybe ask her a few of the rules.
That would be a good idea. I just kind of want to spend this day to have a little fun.
Yeah. So as for me, Henry, that map that you had, were there any shrines or places of worship on it?
You know that there is a shrine in the northeast corner of Naginata.
There is a shrine in the northeast corner of Naginata, yes. A shrine to it. A shrine, I assume, to a particular god.
Amaterasu.
Amaterasu, yes, the goddess of the sun.
Ah, cool.
Amaterasu, the goddess of the sun.
Ah, cool. We're going to meet a wolf that has the power to paint things.
What are you talking about? I don't understand.
Some unreleased evolution of Smeargle.
That could work too.
Amaterasu?
Amaterasu. No, not me. Amaterasu.
That's a legendary I never heard of before.
Yeah. You're unfamiliar what it is, actually, Henry. You don't really know what it is. You just know the name based on like your map.
No, it's the goddess of the sun. A goddess, which means it's definitely not Solgaleo, because Solgaleo is a male lion, quite clearly.
Oh, you don't know that.
Yes, I do. It has a mane.
In any case, yeah. Recommend a couple people look over the games. I'm gonna maybe we look over the games, maybe spend our day relaxing and having fun if you can. I'm gonna probably head to the shrine and then head to the hot springs just to cool off a bit. Maybe there's a lot of things I feel like I need to think through about myself.
I'll try to have fun, provided that these whispers can stop ringing in my head. Hey, Whispers, here's a good idea. Can you maybe act as an alarm clock for me? If we get our access to the Sacred Gardens, then you can say Roland. I hate you so much.
And is that where everyone's gonna head, or is someone gonna stay?
I'm off to the shrine of Amaterasu, and as I do, I will practice my performance. I will use my normal flute instead of the water flute, so I don't waste the magical energy. But you go to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see if there's any fun and games to be had.
Okay, you're just gonna go to the there's street vendors.
Not much is true. Anything else?
There's hot springs. There's the inn. There's there's the shrine.
I think I'm gonna have myself a little hot spring then.
Okay. Ignore that sound.
I guess you're a cat that would enjoy a bath then.
Oh yes, do you really think that every cat's hydrophobic?
I assume so. It seems that way.
Fun fact, hydrophobia is another name for rabies.
Okay. And this has been your unneeded information from the doctor.
Yes.
The phantom who just walks in.
All right.
I was just that reminds me of the whole.
Okay.
Last time we had the whole Kyodai Max thing, the Kyodai Max diatribe.
Phantom, you are going in the streets of Naginata, and give me a perception check.
Okay, gotta double check my modifier for that. If my Windows will let me. There we go.
Kind of sifting down these people. Oh gosh.
Oh gosh, dang.
No, you don't. You don't really. Your eyes don't really catch anything. It's just kind of really, especially the time of day it is right now. Everyone's kind of bustling down this, down these streets. And maybe it's like they just completely like this. It's very culturally alien to you. It's just kind of your eyes don't know where to look first.
Well, I'd rather fail that roll than the sleight of hand roll to actually snag it.
Yes, that is true.
Are you disguised as anything right now, actually?
Honestly, probably not.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do, or I'm just gonna assume you're just looking and you're just gonna come out dry for the next bit.
Phantom might, as he's going, kind of work his way over to the palace area where the garden is, just to kind of get a look-see at what he's dealing with.
Okay, just kind of to suss out what you're gonna be doing later.
Right.
All right. Let me note that, and we will go to. I guess we will go to Lucius and Henry, headed towards the shrine. So as you get
with an ethnically appropriate flute sting, because again, practicing performance.
Yeah.
Well, nationally appropriate, I would say.
You get to this kind of like these stone steps that go up to this kind of red structure. There are trees on either side, more of those pink trees you've seen before. There is a golden statue way up these steps. You can't really see what it is, though. You could kind of make out the shape of it. It looks kind of like a bird, but you can't see more of the finer details to it.
Some sort of avian Pokemon.
The structure, the shrine, it's very tall too.
Okay.
You'd reckon it's about like 2 or 3 stories. You are at the steps right now.
Okay, I'm gonna climb up and get closer.
All right. Are you gonna follow suit, Henry?
Yes, I will.
All right. As you get closer to the statue, give me a history check.
History.
Both.
History.
I wish I were my other character I'm playing as right now, because she has good history.
Oh yes, if only. Don't. If only. Don't be doing that, eh?
Okay. Those are both good enough, but that's the reason Henry knew how to pronounce it right. This Pokemon is Ho-Oh. It's kind of known for being kind of a guardian of the skies, but in Naginata, they revere it as a sun goddess.
それが天空の守り神ほう that's the guardian of the skies. Ho.
Huh. The Guardian of the Sky and the Pokemon known for and the Pokemon also known for rebirth.
Yes. You see, it seems the people of Naginata revere this guardian of the sky as a sun goddess known as Amaterasu.
Interesting. Well, at least been sort of partial to Xerneas myself, but I can't deny that I also have a bit of affinity for Ho-Oh just due to the rebirth thing.
Once you get up these steps too, you notice this kind of like big tub full of like folded pieces of paper.
Yes. You put things you pray for or into there. Put it on a piece of paper, you put it in there, you pray to the god. That's how it works, right? I'm not sure.
Would that be covered under his previous history check, or would he?
No, I'm not giving him a history check.
Yes, that's why Henry's unsure.
Yeah.
So I was not given a history check, therefore Henry's unsure.
All right, very well. Huh. So that's the tradition around here, is it?
You hear?
Yes.
You hear some laughing coming from like behind a pillar.
Oh no, it's Hoopa.
It sounds kind of feminine.
It's Hoopa.
Excuse me, do you want something?
From behind the pillar walks that Meowth you met earlier, Botan.
Oh, Botan. Wait a minute, your name is Button.
Buttons.
Henry, the king of tax. So funny, Botan.
That's actually an Omikuji.
I understand. It sounds like Button. That's why I said it.
You don't leave prayers in it. You take one out, and it gives you your fortune.
Oh.
Just never mind me. I just wanted to tell you that actually I've found out some information about those things you wanted me to look into.
Yeah.
That fast, huh?
Yeah, you are a lot faster than I thought. All right, something to look forward to once we fulfill your task, then.
I just was a little curious, and I followed you just for a little aside to him, pointing to Henry.
Oh.
You say someone wants to kill you.
Yes. I've been informed that someone wants to kill me.
That's just a little interesting with what I found out, but I guess I'll tell you later.
No, I need you to tell me.
Get in the sacred garden, and I'll tell you.
The sick. Okay, fine. Fine. It looks like we're going to have to. Looks like we're going to have to win this. At least one of us.
You weren't gonna get in that easy, now were ya?
Sorry, Henry, but that was the deal. So.
Okay, very well. I will. Very well. Might as well take an omikuji while we're here.
Okay. You reach in. You take a folded piece of paper. And you see a Ooh, okay. You see this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, I know that's...
What did you get?
Kanji is bad luck. Oh, I got bad luck. Oh no. What
did you get?
It says Matsukyo. Matsukyo doesn't really mean anything. What? Oh no. But I know Kyo means bad luck.
Last misfortune?
You know that means a future curse.
A future...
yes.
Yeah, Matsu's to wait, so future.
Yeah. Yeah. Matsukyo. Yeah, okay. Oh no. Looks like I'm going to get something bad in my future.
Yeah. I never believed those things.
Well, I'm usually unlucky, but might as well grab one.
Do it.
Okay. You get... Oh, okay. You just get...
If it's Daikyo, I swear to God.
You just get that.
Just straight up Kyo.
Freaking pro.
You have bad luck now.
You can see it. It's an X in a box.
You know, Voton says you're looking at it in binary. I mean, it could mean your life is bad right now, but things can only get better. That's one way to look at it, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, that basically is fitting for me, so I suppose I can't deny that it's, at least if we're talking about right in the present, I can't deny that this thing is fitting for me.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll leave you two alone. If you maybe wanted to pray.
I will pray.
Catch you later.
Yeah, bye.
She kind of saunters off. Or swaggers off, maybe.
And there goes the Alola Rodney.
Yeah, Alola Rodney. Well, I remember saying, because I got an Alola Meowth, named it Alola Rodney. It turned out to be a girl. That's how it is.
For the life of me, I cannot understand that joke where if apparently he covers himself in ink, he becomes a Lowland Bradley. I don't understand that.
Because the Lowland Meowth is gray.
But pen ink is black.
Yes.
Anyway,
But if you, it's like, it depends on how much you spread it. You see, it'll be gray and whatever.
let's cut to Rodney. You're kind of going through the streets, and you're seeing lots of trinkets being put on sale. You see lots of food. Most of it is fish, just like kind of normal fish. Not like they're not serving up goldines and stuff.
I like to take a sniff.
It smells pretty good to your cat senses.
Real food, I can almost taste it.
Like apples are good supplements, but fish is where it's at with you.
Yes, it is.
Freaking carnivores.
Think maybe I can get a snack before I head to the hot spring.
Oh yeah, you have gold on you?
I have gold on me. Plenty of it.
All right, there is you can't really read any of these signs, but you see one that seems to be selling like kind of this these fish kind of wrapped up in seaweed.
Fish wrapped up in seaweed.
A piece of a fish.
Yes.
Excuse me, how much is this?
There is a Spiro there, and he says it'll be 3 silver pieces for 6.
3 silver pieces for 6. What a deal!
They're little bite sizes too, so.
Maybe I only have gold though. Can you break one?
Yeah, he'll give you back 7 silver pieces.
So, 10 silver is 1 gold in this world. Got it.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
yeah. All right. So you have this kind of little platter with these things on them.
I'm gonna take one and I'll eat a bite of it.
It's really good. It's kind of like irresistible to you, actually.
Considering
you've probably never had something like this before. You probably just kind of plucked a fish out of the water and maybe like cooked it up, but
apples might be good, but this is amazing. I say as I leave for the hot springs, and I'm just it's irresistible. I can't help it.
Oh, where were you going, Raffa?
The library.
I don't think there was a library.
There is no library.
Yeah, so maybe you're just going around really confused. All right.
I mean, there might be a library. It says Toshokan, and you can't read the letters.
We will.
It's like Toshokan. You just keep walking past Toshokan.
Doko?
Doko da tono Toshokan? Hi.
We'll go back to Phantom. What were you doing?
He was gonna just kind of check out the palace, especially the area where the gardens are.
All right. So you make your way there. You've got a good mental map of the kind of the layout of the kind of city you're in. Yeah, you get there and it looks like this very regal structure. A lot of you see a lot of red and a lot of gold. It's kind of like this stacked palace. Almost looks like it's made out of. It's like it's made out of playing cards, sort of, but it's wood. There is you could see over to the right there is kind of like a smaller kind of royal looking structure, but it's guarded off by a kind of a gate, and there are 2 guards there that are Skarmory. There are That's pretty much all you see. There's a few trees around the perimeter, but not enough to kind of like climb up and jump over the fence.
Okay, so you can't even see the gardens
Yeah,
from outside.
they're behind this gate,
Okay.
which is guarded.
All right. Why don't you skip to somebody else and I'll think about what Phantom's gonna do next.
Back at the shrine, you two are looking very miserably at your horrible fates. Anything else you want to do
With a
here?
terrible fate,
I'll
haven't
do
you?
a performance
I was
roll.
gonna say that.
He's got the mask.
I'll do a performance roll.
For
Because I said I'm gonna practice my my routine with my normal flute, just so I can see if oh my god. Well,
No.
You've kind of absorbed the sounds of Naginata, and you were able to kind of replicate their maybe something you picked up from your father. It's just
well, Epe no Undo is already
Yeah.
enough of like not
He didn't
known
just
that
take
enough
everything.
known that he remembers stuff from his father.
yeah.
He doesn't take things from Naginata. He is Naginata.
What I am, Naginata, you say? Nat 20. There's just there's just this ambient music that goes about the island.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do here?
Not really much. It really just looking. It just practicing and then looking around. Just see.
Yeah, it
Just
seems like you're the
marveling
only.
at the sights.
It seems like you're the only 2 here. It goes up.
Okay.
It like no one's really like guarding it or anything. You don't even see any passerbys. It's a pretty empty shrine. Maybe everyone's too absorbed in the festivities, or you don't really know.
Usually there are people who guard these things. Usually there are Pokemon who guard these things.
Well, I've got something I want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So, what's around us right now exactly? Just
Oh
for
well,
reference.
there's a big golden bird statue in front of you, and you could see kind of the interior of the shrine. It doesn't really have like a doorway. It's kind of open, but it looks like it goes. There's a stairway that kind of goes up.
Okay, then I'll head deeper into the shrine then.
All right. Lucius goes into the shrine while Henry practices at the base. Okay. Rodney at the hot springs.
Yep. I've eaten all my fish, by the way.
Okay, yeah, you've downed it. You probably want some more after that, actually. But you're
Right now,
gonna pick up an addiction here.
right now, hot spring time.
It's not seaweed, it's catnip.
Yeah.
Oh,
You see this kind of wooden shack that was the location of the hot springs on your map prior.
This wooden shack is a entrance to a hot spring?
You could see behind it, there's like kind of steam rising, but you can't really see where.
Oh well, beggars can't be choosers.
Okay.
I'll enter through the door.
All right. At the kind of front on a wooden desk, there is a Empoleon. Oh, would you like to take a dip in our famous hot springs?
Yes, please.
Okay, that'll be 2 gold.
I'll give them the 2 gold.
Make sure you go in on the right. You hear me? On the right. Don't go in the left. There's two doors on either side.
There's the yeah.
So
I-
the
why-
right one's for boys. Got
Why
it.
would there be segregated hot springs in a world where Pokemon don't wear clothes?
Don't question it.
Question that.
You get negative.
Remember, you
Don't
can get an
question.
achievement if you come back out through the girls' room.
Unless you're Phantom.
Alright, I'll enter through the boys' side then.
All right, so you go along this kind of wooden bridge over into this area where you see a bunch of Pokemon relaxing in a small body of water with steam rising. Inside there is a Cricketune. There is which is a Braixen. Male Braixen.
Of course.
There is
The majority of them are.
yeah, funny enough. It's the magical girl from Pokken.
Yes.
There is a Pan Sage, all in the hot spring right now. They have,
I thought you were gonna say Panseer.
no.
He's
Well,
just like,
maybe he'd
the
like it.
Panseer's been fizzling the hot springs. There's more steam rising around him.
Okay.
But no, now it's steamed broccoli.
That's actually pretty good.
Are you gonna hop in with them?
Right, I'm gonna get in the hot spring.
Okay,
However it works.
Okay, you kind of dip your feet in. You're kind of acclimatizing yourself to the water. It's a little hot, but you kind of get used to it. And you're in. It feels relaxing. Your muscles are just... They were tense before, but this is kind of like this is actually kind of big for you because this is probably like the first bit of like actual R&R you've had in the last week or so.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
Finally. A break. That's what I'm thinking.
You hear on your left, you hear, ah, da la 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 whoop.
For the love of all that is good and holy in the world.
Crickettoons.
Okay, if you have nothing else,
Try the Barretts.
we'll go over to Lucius. You've kind of ascended into this shrine, and you see more of these like kind of relics and statues dedicated to Ho-Oh.
Okay. And it's still empty.
Yeah, no one's here. Well, you hear the ambient sounds of Henry playing a Naginatan tune outside. A very good one too.
It's not perfect because he's using a normal wooden flute and not a shakuhachi, which takes a long time to learn. It takes like years and years to master.
Okay. So, since I'm pretty sure I'm well within the shrine, I'm going to sort of stand there and I'm going to monologue to myself. So, strap in, people.
Okay.
Okay, a monologue. This is
Give
gonna
up
be great.
all of your problems to Ho-Oh, and she will fix them all. Because I don't know if it's a girl anymore or a guy.
Anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say, you know, to be honest, I'm not even really sure whether I should be here or not. Probably better things I could be doing with my time, but I'm here. I don't know whether anybody's listening, whether it be Xerneas, who I tend to favor, or whether it be Ho, who's dedicated to this, but there is something I'd like to say, even if no one's listening. To be honest, I feel like I'm a mess. It's a feeling I've had for so many years of my life, and feeling I might continue feeling. I was told to move on from the past, that I don't owe the past anything, that I need to take steps away from that. And I'm going to be honest, that's such a hard task to do. To look towards the future, to take every day one step at a time, to no longer worry about the fate we've been dealt. It sounds so easy in my head, but it's so difficult to think about. Still, I know that I can't keep walking forward as I currently am. Every time I accomplish something, I end up causing something bad ends up happening, and the cycle keeps repeating. And each time I let it drag me further and further down. And I know this isn't the life I'm supposed to live. This isn't even the life others want me to live. I know, at the very least, Scala always wanted me to be happy. So, I don't know if I can let go of the past so easily, but I know I need to take the steps to try. If I'm not the protector I want to be, then the only other choice is to move on from being a protector. To move on from the past, take all the steps forward I need to in order to finally start living a life free from this. I don't know if that's possible, but I have to try. But more importantly, there's something else I've been thinking about. Skull told me that I started moving away from others, that I started isolating myself after the accident. And I never really thought of it because most of the Pokemon in town shoved me away as well, but she's right. Sora also told me that I tend to order people around, boss people around, and tend to sort of wrest control for myself. And he's right too. I've, for the longest time, tried to rely on myself, tried to rely on my own strength, on my own abilities, on my own will to live, that I've neglected other Pokemon. I was told I was told to remember that there are others who will help me forge the path to the future. That others will be there even if my confidence falters, even if I lose sight of the dawn. And I was told never to forget those that support me. So, I don't know if this will help me lead to the future. I don't know if this will assuage my fears, but Today, I want to stop just living in myself, living as a protector, just as a shield, just destined to take attack after attack until I break. Today, I want to go to my friends, go to my allies, bring them all together, so that we can become a force. So that we can become a force with each of us using our own talents. Today, I want to take the steps forward to stop living in the past, stop believing I owe the past something. I know those steps won't be easy. To be honest, I'll probably falter many times over and over again. But I believe I need to take those steps, even if they're difficult. So, I just want, if nobody else is listening to this, I just want to say one thing. To all those to support me, thank you. Scala, you have been my best friend since the mining accident. You looked at me with kindness when everyone else looked at me with scorn, and for the past 4 years of my life, I've been in a living hell, and you made it all worth living. Please, please pray for me over there in Ironforge. Pray that I'm able to take these steps forward. Pray that I'm able to bring my friends together and that we're able to do what needs to be done so that you and the rest of the world can be safe. Sora, I hope that I can become somewhat better for you, become someone who's able to help you to help you figure out exactly where you need to be in your life, because to be honest, I'm going through the same thing you're going through the feeling that I don't belong, that I don't know what I want to be, and I hope to be able to support you through it. Rodney, Roland, I know you're conflicted and I know you're scared right now. I can't promise our safety, and I can't promise I'll always be able to protect you, but honestly, you and I have great synergy together, even if I don't notice it. You're wise while I'm strong. You're smart while you're smart while I'm able to protect others. So I hope we can keep working together and move past this fear together. Henry, your music is amazing. I don't always tell you that. Perhaps I'll get the chance to soon, but your music is truly amazing. And even if you and Rodney snipe with each other often, to be honest, in a way, it's some of the funniest moments to look back on, and you help lift our spirits. Raffa, you've only been with us for a bit, but you're smart, you know things, and I can count on you as a capable and valued member. Rain, I don't know where you are. Well, no, that's not true. I know where you are, but I don't know how to return you back to us, but I pray someday we'll be able to meet again, and you'll be able to finish off this adventure with us, because you were certainly the youngest of us, and you certainly had your moments, but you were the one among us who was the least afraid of everything. You were so courageous and so brave, and honestly, I miss that courage. Finally, Mimikyu. I For a while, I felt almost saddened around you because I had to have Rain's help in order to save you. I couldn't save you by my own, but I shouldn't feel that way. I took the steps to help you. That's the important thing. And even if you don't talk that often, even if it's hard to understand what you're looking for, I hope that we as a crew can be the one that sticks by you, the one that you can feel confident in knowing that we won't leave you until you figure out where your place in the world is. To all my friends, to all of my allies, I hope that the future for us is bright. I hope that we're able to find the strength, the courage, and the ability to do whatever we need to. And I hope that you'll all support me as I walk one path after another into the future.
You almost see the statue of the Ho-Oh. It's almost when you finish that, there's kind of like this glint in it. This solid gold statue.
Okay.
And you still hear Henry's music in the background.
Okay. Well, I got off what I wanted on my chest. There's only one thing I have left to do today, and that's, I think it's time to bring us all together as a team, officially. So, it's time for me to take my first steps. And I move around and begin walking out.
All right. We will go to Phantom.
Right. I think Phantom's going to try to scout out the places where the different games are going to be held.
Okay. You're just gonna go ask for information, or actually, you probably know that. You're kind of savvy to everything. You know these games are kind of taking place at the same time. They're just they're kind of in different areas, but the let me just see here. The sumo is going to be in the northwest area. The raffle's just going to be at the central desk, where they're just going to pick a raffle ticket. The instrumental performances are going to also be in the northwest corner, along with the sumo. The kimono is going to be in the southeast. The hot sauce contest is going to be in the northeast, kind of near where the shrine is.
Yes, where everyone is drinking hot sauce.
Hot sauce and big quotes. And mochi pounding is going to be in the kind of south end by the entrance.
I didn't become a hot sauce tycoon by making friends with people.
I like how the sumo and the music performance. I like to imagine that the what the music performance has to do is provide background music for the sumo fights.
Yeah, maybe that's what you're doing.
Yes, there'll be a lot of bassy instruments.
So you know that.
Okay.
Give me a perception roll. All right. With that roll, you see there is a Bulbasaur with kind of a he's wearing a kimono, a very kind of floral green one. But there is kind of you see him holding a raffle ticket with like one of his vines. He's talking to a C-Dot.
So yeah, apparently when you get in the ground, you become what's on my back.
That's what he says. You're not in proximity of like hearing their conversation, but you're pretty sure that's what he said.
Crap, I don't know if Bulbasaur vines have tactile sensory abilities.
Give me a nature check. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to try to take that then.
Yeah. All right. In that case, give me another perception check. Okay, no. No. Okay, Raffa, is there anything else you want to do? I'm just going to say kind of like the day kind of goes by as you're doing this. So I'll give you one last chance to maybe do something really fast. Wandering around looking for a library.
Well, I guess I can find out what the previous winners of the kimono contest have done.
You gonna go ask the festival kind of coordinator, that masquerade?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, dearie me. You were here earlier. What would you like?
Oh, I was just wondering about the rules and maybe if I could find out anything about any contestants that may have already won this contest.
Which one, dearie me?
The kimono contest.
Right. The rules. Well, it's pretty simple. You just have to carry yourself with elegance down a runway, do a little bow, and walk back up. It's purely on the design of the kimono you're wearing.
Mm-hmm. Have any... What did last year's winner do?
Well, it was a Laurentis. If I remember correctly, all she did was walk up the stage and twirl around and take a bow.
Was there anything particular about her kimono?
Oh, it was almost like she was one with it, darling. It was so beautiful. I hear... Oh, I shouldn't tell you. That would be cheating if I told you something like that. I'm sure you'll do very well, though.
Okay, well, thank you for for letting me know.
Have a good day, dearie me.
All right, I wonder if our Levani friend did that one. I'm gonna bother him and ask.
Since I've kind of snubbed you, I'll let you do that. Everyone else is done. Well, let's give the conclusion to Rodney. Rodney, you've been in this hot spring a while, and you feel so refreshed that you're gonna have permanent advantage in the contest. Well, for the first round anyway, for next contest tomorrow.
Permanent advantage for the contest, huh? I like it.
Yeah. But Raffa, you're gonna go run to your good your good friend the Levani.
Yes, and I'm gonna see if he did the design or knows whatever special thing the Laurentis did for her design.
All right, you see, you walk to his little boutique again, and you hear him humming, kind of like decorating his shop. He seems to really like flowers because he's just put them all over the place.
I don't mean...
Oh, what's up, Rodney?
I don't mean to interrupt, but that means I'm done with the hot spring thing, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming like you're done the day. You spent your yeah.
Yes, okay, then we're good.
All right.
Continue on, sorry. I had to clarify that.
Yeah, the Levani is just kind of setting up flowers, going...
Hello.
Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, are you not satisfied for what I did for you?
No, I was just I heard that last year's winner was a Laurentis and was wondering if you did her design too.
Oh, yes, I remember her. I did that. I'm quite proud of it. Here, I even have a little picture of her. Take a look at it, darling. And he shows you this kind of sketch of this Laurentis. She's wearing this kind of very rainbow-colored kimono, and it's kind of like draping off her. Well, it looks like it's part of her kimono, but it's really her like arms or whatever forceps. I don't know what you'd call those, but those pink
Forelimbs.
yeah, that are draping off her arms. It almost looks kind of tie-dyed. And she's holding a blue ribbon.
美しい虹色花カマキリですわ。
Don't you adore it?
美しいでしょ。
It's definitely really pretty how it brings your attention to her, how it moves the way she moves.
Oh, but I don't think it would work this year, though, darling. I hear one of the judges likes pink.
I hate you.
Do you think that that my kimono would be able to win the contest?
Oh, you want to win the contest? I had no idea. Well, you might want to put a little bit of pink in it. I hear one of the judges, the Gorgeist, is really partial to the color pink, darling.
桃色が一番なんだ。
Should we change the flowers to pink, or would it be better to change it to a different kind of pattern to match me a little bit better? Like,
I think we should. You know, if this is on me, I want another award-winning kimono to win the contest again. We'll make it very pink. Don't worry, I can do this very fast, darling. Just kind of like he's kind of taking your measurements by like kind of like, you know, doing that thing where they like someone's like gonna take a picture of you and they put you in a like little square with their fingers.
yeah.
Yeah. Just come over here, come over here. She's kind of like shooing you over to his work area, his workbench, so to speak. And he gets some there's some like flowers or something, and he kind of like smothers his claws in it, and he begins like kind of like sloshing your kimono in this like pink slosh. Don't worry, it'll look better when it's done. It's a work in progress. Many pages to a chapter, darling. And he begins kind of just kind of going all around you with it. Now, sit there for maybe 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes. I'll be right back, darling.
Okay.
Be very, very still. It might smear if you're not still, though. So be careful. Make an acrobatics check to stay still for 10 minutes.
You're gonna be like
At advantage because balance.
Yeah.
It's acrobatics. That's the evil one. That's strength, isn't it?
No.
It's dex.
Strength is athletics.
Dex.
Acrobatics is dex, and I don't know if you have proficiency in be on your sheet.
Who?
No.
One more time.
Advantage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go throw out some superiority die. Throwing in a superiority die. I'm sorry, whoever is their what do we call their bardic inspiration for this, but this is a dire situation.
This is a dire situation.
Oh,
I'm like
there.
13.
13? Okay, yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. You stay pretty still. You maybe have, like, smudged one under, like, kind of your, like, underneath where someone can't really see, so you think you can hide that pretty well. But your kimono comes out sparkling pink now. Oh, wonderful, darling! It looks absolutely stunning! We're gonna win this you're gonna win this contest for sure!
I'm
Really think
absolutely
so?
going to win this.
Well,
Crow?
thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Apparently the chat... Oh, yeah. The bottom of the chat display is cut off.
Yeah, I went down. It'll catch up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I hope you're not too bothered by the color. I mean, I know not everyone likes the color pink. But we do what we do to
Black
win,
and brown
right,
good.
sweetie? What was that?
Oh, she just said pink, red, and black are fine.
Now, I don't know much about the other judges, though. But I hear one of your friends is going to be in the contest, too. Oop. I fell.
Who is that?
Oh, the one of the lovely ladies who paid for that kimono.
One of
Oh.
the precious darlings who joined in the competition. I think it's
Oh,
funny.
well, I wonder who it is.
She
Saw that coming.
she looked to be aiming to win, too. I kind of gave her the same little spoilers I gave you. I apologize for that.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I guess you'll win either way.
Good point.
Yeah.
It's good you're a good sport about this, honey.
Kondo koso katsu.
I can't stop. It's hilarious.
All right, I'm gonna say your day is done for everyone, and you'll all rendezvous back at your hotel room. Or, well, Phantom goes alone because he's a loner.
I walk the lonely streets on the boulevard of broken dreams.
Crawling in my skin.
Yeah, you're all back. Rodney looks refreshed. Lucius looks a little enlightened, and Henry maybe looks a little proud of himself. Well, Raffa is pink.
Ah, nice color change, Cat.
Well, at least I'm ready to go.
I feel
Before
like
we
I'm ready
settle
to
in
take
for
on
the night,
world.
though, you guys, do you mind if we talk about something?
Yeah, they don't have a library.
Maybe there was a library and you just couldn't read the sign that said library.
I can
Lucius,
smell a book anywhere.
Lucius, go right ahead.
All right. So, for a while now, we've been working as a group, but for the longest time, we've really just been a gaggle of Pokemon that just happened to be traveling together. But I think since things are just going to be more difficult going onwards with the Chaos Guild, with everything else, I think, at least temporarily, I think we should establish ourselves as a fully functioning team.
You want to make us an exploration team?
Something of the sort. Like, we're probably not going to be able to get it officially done, and I'm sure some of you guys have other things you'd like to do afterwards.
You know
So-
I do.
It's not so like I'm not necessarily saying we should be a full-fledged, officially working team, but I do think we should act as if we are an explorer.
I like the sound of that.
Like, we should cover some groundwork. We should work even more so than before, work as allies, and I think to help boost morale, I also think we should have a team name.
Well,
So it is an exploration team then, huh?
yeah.
Well,
You're
I've been
not
having
one
this
official-
feeling-
for the base part.
Yeah. It's not official. Whatever.
I haven't had a feeling that this in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sorry it took for so long for me to come with that, but yeah, I believe we should be our own unofficial official team. So, first on the docket, does anybody have any good ideas for a team name?
I kind of figured that you had one.
Probably needs
yes.
an R in it. Because, we have Raffa, Roland, and Henry. And
Lucius.
Lucius. Lucius.
And Lucius.
Lucius. There's no. There's little Yasus. Lucius. Yeah.
If Rain were still here, we could always just take his little moniker of Dark Heroes, but I don't know if that really fits us that well.
Yes, I wouldn't think we're that dark of heroes.
Not a very flattering name.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
It's not a flattering name, but out of character I came up with it.
I was thinking. I was thinking more the 10 Psionic Quartet, but that's a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, it needs to be something short, concise, something that really
Emphasizes who we are.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been through
Why
a lot
don't
of
we-
tough stuff.
Why don't we stick with the Dark Heroes? I mean, it can be fitting if you look at it from another perspective. We're doing
Sora?
things in the dark. No one knows we're heroes.
And likely never will.
Yeah, besides, our color schemes are black, 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 purple, and... Well, you're the most colorful one here, Sora.
All right. Anyone have any objection to Dark Heroes?
No objections here.
Crow doesn't want to redo the title card.
After this day, we will rewrite the Discord chat room too.
Yeah.
All right. Then I guess from today on out, we are unofficially, officially the Dark Heroes.
Cue
Everyone
everyone
wanna put their
striking a
hands
corny
on us?
pose straight facing the camera.
Yeah.
Yes. I was thinking more like a full-on Super Sentai roll call.
Anyone want to put their hands to it? And I put my arm out.
Sure. I'll
Yes.
put my arm out.
Absolutely.
This is where you do the jump and freeze frame.
Together we are strong. Roland.
Lucius.
Henry.
Raffa, why are you changing your name now, Roland?
I am done running away from my past. Now it's time to go on towards the future, together. 1, 2, 3, hands up!
Yay.
Thank you.
And then we're just gonna skip to the next day because
Wait a second.
Okay.
Here was the things I have on the docket.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Second thing, I think as a team, I think we should each sort of speak whatever worries we have, whatever concerns we've been going through, and I think we should all, if nothing else, at least acknowledge each of our team's concerns. So would anyone like to start, or shall I start us off?
You're team captain. You're right ahead.
All right, very well. You guys should know that currently the Chaos Guild have me tied down and strung up in a sense. They're holding Nocturne hostage, they're holding Rain hostage, And they have told me under no uncertain terms that if we don't start giving them results soon, that they're going to go after my village. So I'm between a rock and a hard place where unless I figure out an alternative option, I'm going to need to choose either between losing everything I've sworn to protect or letting the world be destroyed.
I was gonna say that. The whole world seems to be at stake here, considering the kind of flashbacks we've been having. Things about the moon, things about conspiracy and all that. Saving the world from things, destroying the world from things, it's all just a complex mess.
Yeah.
We're nearing the end game.
I
If-
thought it, I
if
was
you're
just
Yang-
going to... You go ahead first.
Okay. If your Yang gets us the information, we could go straight to the moon, because there's that to worry about too. The humans and the Chaos Guild.
Yeah. We got a lot weighing us down, and it's hard to pretend we're the right Pokemon for the job, but for
We're
one
probably-
reason or another, Fate apparently decided we are, and we have nothing to do but accept the fate that's been given to us and try and move forward.
It's only been getting close about a day, but I still don't see any solution on how we're gonna stop all this. I mean, it's like we said, it's only just one more orb, and we have to go through all this, right?
Yeah.
We don't
It's
have
di-
much time to waste.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's in a mystery dungeon, which means as soon as we get it, they're all probably gonna pop in and have a party.
Oh, I don't doubt we'll at least encounter somebody from the Chaos Guild at some point in time, but
Point is, we have to think about some sort of plan before we end up going into that world and everything's out of our control from that point on.
yeah. For now, I don't really see what our options are aside from just keep moving forward. If we worry too much about the future, then we'll just let fear consume us, let fear stop us, let it hold us in place. And we won't be able to accomplish anything. Trust me, I know that. I know that all too well.
Henry,
I
what
can't-
happened to this guy? Did you hit him on the head hard?
I did not.
But that's just it. We need to work together, support each other, and we need to keep moving forward. To that end, I'm going to make a promise to you guys. I know that I'm been a little, especially in tense situations, been a little controlling, been a little demanding, stuff like that. I'm going to promise to at least, well, I won't change it immediately. I'm going to at least promise to hold back, to let you guys sort of make your own decisions and let you guys sort of figure out what you want to do unless you ask me to give you an idea of what to do.
You know something? I know exactly how you feel. For the past 7 years, I've been running away. Well, 4, but I guess pretty much 7. I've been running away from the mistakes that I have done too. And I hope to see that played out correctly this time. So if anything, I completely understand where you're coming from. Even if we are, what? Many years apart.
Yeah, we do have a lot in common, Rodney. I
It's
think.
Roland.
Sorry, Roland. I'll need to remember that. We do have many things in common, Roland. But for what it's worth, I've been told that I don't owe anything to my past, and I've been taking steps to stop running from it and stop letting it drag me down, and instead accept that it happened and moved on. And I can only hope that the same will happen with you two.
Don't shirk work, run away and pay. Smiles go for miles.
What about you, Raffa?
I don't know if I have anything deep or profound to say.
Well, if you've got any worries, you can feel free to share them. Even if it's small,
Well,
it's worth.
I'm pretty sure that everyone at this point knows that I'm really against the idea of just opening Niflheim up to the Chaos Guild, because we've seen those Void Shadows, and they exist on that side. And I don't want them getting out. That was too much for the first time. I don't want that to happen again. The world is still healing from that.
It seems whatever this quest and these orbs are, it seems they're taking us towards Niflheim. I don't know if I can promise that we won't enter it, but I will at least promise that we'll do all our power to try and keep the Chaos Guild from creating another place like that Tower of Knowledge dungeon.
I just hope that there's some way to get to the moon. Because none of this will matter if they blow up the world, even whether or not Niflheim opens.
Yeah, that's true. And for the sake of honesty, just remember that my hometown and a bunch of Pokemon I promised to protect are at stake. I don't know if forced to the choice. I don't know what choice I'd make. I hope to choose neither, but
Careful, Lucius.
yeah, sorry, I
That
shouldn't
might
be.
not be your choice to make.
Yeah, and I shouldn't be letting myself get caught up in this. For now, we just gotta, as I said before, keep moving forward. We'll see what happens when we get there, and maybe we won't need to do anything about that. Maybe whatever happens will allow us to just go to the moon immediately and figure out what we're gonna do about Needhog. You never know.
In the meantime, we just gotta do the competitions. We got in the Secret Gardens. Everything should be spick and span.
Anyways, is that all you wanted, Rodney? Or not Rod? Is that all you wanted, Rafa?
Yeah.
Okay. Henry?
Well, I know I have to save my girlfriend, but I don't want the world to be destroyed. We have to find a way. Somehow, I don't know, but we have to find a way.
Yeah. We do. Whatever that way is, I promise to protect Nocturne, and I failed in her, and she got captured. So I do hope to bring her back safe and sound.
There will be a way to get through this. I just know it.
I hope you're right. Is that all you wanted, Henry?
Really, that's it. It's been covered by the other words have just been covered by all of you, and also I have multiple ways I can ensure my victory. Trust me. I can ensure my victory.
Yeah, we'll have tomorrow morning we'll have a briefing with each other, see what we can do to sort of help each other out before the contest. All right. Finally, Mimikyu, Sora, do either of you want to share something?
He says, Sora anyway, says, I just want to do what I'm apparently supposed to do, which has not been clear yet.
Yeah, frankly, as I'm sure this conversation has told you plenty, we're all in the dark. We're being led into a destiny that we know nothing about. And it's horrifying, isn't it, Sora?
I thought being taken from Lucretia would make things more clear for me, but it's been the exact opposite of that. I just feel like I'm being tugged along for some unknown quest that has not made itself apparent for me. Put in harm's way almost every day. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it.
Honestly, I can't change your mind on that, nor do I think attempting to would help. To be honest, the only reason I've been continuing on this is mostly out of sense of duty and obligation and the knowledge that I have really nothing to go back to.
Well, I guess we both have something in common.
I wish I knew the words to make you feel better, but to be honest, fate isn't clear for all of us. That's why, that's ultimately why coming together as a team is so important. We're all strung together by a life, by a fate that hasn't been kind to us. We've all been put into danger that, honestly, before I would tell you that I'd be able to protect all of us and be able to keep all of us safe, but I'm aware that that's out of my hands now. So I can do nothing except for say this one thing. Why ever we're here, however we're here, for whatever reason we're here, all we could do is put one paw in front of the other, look to the sky, see the morning sun break through the night, and hope that the next day will be better. Because honestly, we don't have any other choice. If there was one, I'm sure we all would have taken it a long time ago. If you want out, Sora, and if you can think of a way to get out, then you may leave, and I won't blame you. But if you believe, even for a second, that there is still reason for you to be here, that you do have a destiny that's important, then I'd be happy to still have you. Because even if there's nothing else, you want to know one thing you can do?
What's that?
You can sing. Don't scoff at me. Do you want to know one of my favorite things about that girl I mentioned, Scala?
And what's that?
Her voice helps me. Just listening to her voice helps make the days go by easier, even when things are difficult. You think singing isn't that much, and to be honest, compared to facing down enemies, beating up enemies, it probably doesn't sound like that, but inspiring us, keeping morale up, and giving us something to fight for, something to hope for, and just easing the pain after a hard day, those are vastly more important than you could ever imagine, even if you don't believe it to be.
He just kind of walks off to his bed and plops down.
You can really talk a man's ear off, Lucius.
Well, now I'm certain that when I was telling him stories in our hotel room, he felt he was definitely sleeping.
Well, I suppose if there's anything else anyone wants to speak about, then speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I think it's time we head to bed and face tomorrow.
Let the games begin.
Good night.
All right. Okay, so out of game talk right now. So I was expecting this to only go like a half an hour, and we're almost done.
I'm sorry. I was.
Oh no, that wasn't really the most of it. It was just kind of all of it together, kind of led for. So I was wondering, do you want to do the games?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
All right.
Yes.
We made our plan.
Yeah.
Time to go into
We made our
overtime.
plan, we gotta do it.
Especially with the episode title.
Yeah.
We'll just
We
have
can just
let the
do the
games begin twice.
We can just do the games. We don't have to worry about anything past that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you wake up to festival sounds again
Okay.
in your
All
Phantom. Let's cut to you. Is there anything you're doing on your in your morning regiment?
Yes, actually. Phantom is going. Actually, no, he would not want to do this as he's coming out of the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to that later then, in that case.
All right.
All right, time to start spreading around those bardic inspirations.
How long does Bardic Inspiration? Well, no, we should wait. We should wait to BI until the games begin. First things first. Raffa.
What was this in game?
Yes, in game.
Yes.
So, there's a specific ability of mine that I haven't really had the chance to use yet, and to be frank, it's sort of a little awkward that I am using it for in this situation. However, at the same time, would you like to participate in a coming of age ceremony? Just to give you a bit of increase your morale and make it so that you're able to do things a bit easier.
Sure.
I mean, it is festival time, so it is at least appropriate that I'm doing it around this time.
You're not actually Phantom pretending to be Peppy Lucius, right?
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf.
People can change, you know.
He was gone for like 4 hours.
He can change. I can change. We can all change.
In
All
4
right.
hours?
I wouldn't say I'm changed
We've been
completely.
through a lot, okay? We
I
just
wouldn't
take
say
a
I'm
deep
changed
breath.
completely, but
We take a deep breath. We think about all that's happened to us. We process the information and we just change, okay? Deal with it.
in any case, I'm going to spend the first hour of the morning using the ceremony coming of age ritual on Raffa.
And what does that entail?
Basically, let me check the spell just to make sure. But basically, what it does is that Well, this will first off cost me 25 gold in order to do so, but that's beside the point. Basically, I touch Raffa, and for the remaining 24 hours of today, she can add a 4 to any ability check, but it can only be done once. So once Raffa is finished with this coming of age ceremony, that'll be it.
All
She
right.
can no longer participate in another one. But yeah, I spent an hour doing a coming of age ceremony, and she gets a D4 for the rest of the day.
Okay. Just to one check or multiple checks?
To any ability check.
Any ability check. Okay, so mark that down, Rafa. Just to remember in case I don't. All right.
Okay. So imagine this grand coming of age ceremony festival here that we're doing in our room.
Yeah. A little tight, but...
Well, I'm glad I'm here doing my music practice. This helps.
Yeah, we'll assume like Henry performed for the celebration.
Guys, the contest is in hours. We're really doing a ceremony.
And the contest isn't 1 hour. It's happening. When is it happening?
You don't know.
Okay, we don't know.
All right. So only.
So once we're done with the ceremony, let's head to where the contests are going to be taking place, just to get an idea of when it happens.
All right. That's what you're doing. You're going to the masquerade again.
Yeah.
Okay. So cut to Phantom. You know all these festival games are starting in about like 2 hours.
Okay.
Right.
So I think, yeah, Phantom is actually going to attempt to enter the kimono contest.
Okay.
He is going to disguise himself as an Alolan Vulpix.
All right.
And
since you
going
can,
to illusion himself up a like pale blue kimono with like swirling snow patterns on it.
Okay.
which yes, his illusion ability can indeed do.
Yeah. What is also the name you entered?
Oh crap! What would the name for that be?
Vivian.
Man, I hate coming up with names.
On
I
the-
can come up with good ones, but I can't do it on the spot.
Vivian.
Come back to me on that.
All right. Okay. So, and what are you doing as your Alolan Vulpix right now?
Oh, I decided. The name is going to be Aurora.
Aurora. You know, that was actually what I was going to suggest, but I was just waiting for you.
That works.
No, Quill, I'm not going with Fifi.
Yeah. All right. So, what's Aurora doing right now?
Getting a quick breakfast.
All right. They serve you They're just serving kind of like this vegetarian meal. It looks like just a salad, pretty much. Some berries inside of it. Maybe it's a little spicy for your liking. Maybe you're just kind of method acting right now.
Fenty is a girly. Fenty is a girly.
I mean, at least somebody's doing it.
Fenty's being a girly, eh?
All right.
But a Predicus Arrhenius, they don't find out about your wing wang, eh?
Arceus, preserve us.
So you guys are going to the masquerade and asking her what's up?
Yeah.
All right. So you walk up. You see a bunch of people kind of getting into roles. You see some of them like wearing these like white bandana headbands. You don't know. Looks a little weird. Some of them are wearing what looks like kind of like diapers. All kind of weird. You go to this this masquerade, and it's like, oh, dearie me, I remember you.
Yeah, we're here for the games. When did they get started?
Oh, in about an hour and a half. You should get ready, dearie.
An hour and a half.
Yes, you... he looks at... Or she, sorry. She looks at all of you and kind of directs you in, different, directions where you kind of see, like, Pokemon kind of congregating up. That she seems to be pointing you in all different directions, so you're going to be splitting up.
Unfortunate, but that's kind of what we have to do because we can't. BI only lasts for 10 minutes, and we're not in any way, shape, or form going to be doing anything in 10 minutes. So yeah, I guess we'll all just have to split up for now. Hopefully, we can come back later.
Now, Phantom, you gotta float like a Butterfree and sting like a Butterfree. Don't sting hot. You gotta.
If you are you going to register with the rest of them, Phantom?
I mean, isn't he already registered?
Well, get ready with meet up.
Yeah.
Go to your designated place. Give me a perception check since you're kind of doing this too.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
There we go.
You find a ticket on the ground, a raffle ticket.
Cool.
It is 60. Let's 69. Yeah.
Dang it.
It's the funny meme number.
Yeah.
I hate everything.
I was gonna say he hates everyone.
All right. Well, you got a few tickets now. Well, let's go to Raffa and Phantom first. So you meet up at this kind of stage. There's like a little there's like a little table at it and a little teapot. They look like kind of just like decorations. There's little cushions on kind of the sides of it. But you're kind of behind the curtain, so you can't really see it right now. There's
The bardic inspiration.
It only lasts 10 minutes.
as I hear voices in my head.
Bardic inspiration lasts 10 minutes, as long as about as long as the enthralling performance.
I'll be right. I'm back.
Okay. You see other Pokemon, Raffa and Phantom. They look to be very very beautiful ladies. Some of them you see are wearing pink as well, so you think maybe they were tipped off a little bit. But among these, you see like a Leafeon, you see a Stantler, you see a... What do you see here? You see a Heracross with a spaded horn.
Well, girl, you are not going to. You are not going to impress the judges with your Kabuto Mushi ass.
You see a Salazzle that kind of gives you PTSD from your little encounter in that dungeon. But it's a totally different one and female.
I mean, all Salazzles have to be female, so...
You also see, Raffa, this familiar Pokemon to you, Lopunny.
Actually, I suspect Phantom would probably recognize her as well.
Yeah, you would. Not on maybe a personal level, but you know who that is. And as soon as she kind of, like, walks in and makes her presence known, you see the other girls kind of, like, side-eye her and, like, kind of like, oh, shit. All right. We'll go over to Lucius and Roland, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's gonna take forever to remember.
Yeah. You're taken over to this kind of other stage area where there's actually quite a number of Pokemon with you. It's kind of hard to like suss out individual ones among your competitors here, but it's very large, and pretty much the coordinator tells you it's going to be broken up in two divisions, the East Division and West Division. You and Roland are put over in the West Division, and they require a team name for you.
Well, I guess it's a good thing we came up with the team name last night.
Dark Heroes. All right. So the way this Mochi contest is going to work is the one with the mallet has to make a strength athletic check, while the guy folding it must make a dex acrobatic check. Both have to pass to be considered a success. They must make 7 of these checks in a round. You can take disadvantage, advantage, or just make a normal roll. Having disadvantage will let you make 6 Mochi in that round. But if you fail it, you make nothing. With a normal check, if you pass it, you make 4 Mochi. And if you fail, you only make 2. If you use advantage, you get 2 Mochi, and 1 if you fail. Natural ones are bad. Really bad. But something worse than a failure will happen. But natural 20s, something really good will happen. Players can also do an insight check on the opponents to see how they're doing, but they must go at a normal pace, meaning no disadvantage or advantage, but you take disadvantage for being distracted. So, that's there just to see if, like, we need to pick up the pace here and maybe risk a disadvantage.
Okay, how does the whole advantage disadvantage thing work with Rodney getting advantage?
You just call it. You say
no.
You both get advantage or disadvantage. You're kind of on a team here.
Well, yes, but I mean, in the
right. Yeah. You will get advantage at the first round, and it'll count. I'll say your disadvantage will just be a normal roll instead of being at disadvantage. That fair?
Say that again.
Like the disadvantage, the fast pace, where you get 6 Mochi but nothing if you fail. Usually you have to do that with disadvantage. You can just do that normally. I'll say the advantage cancels out the disadvantage.
So then it would be disadvantage, normal, regular, and advantage in general.
Just to simplify this, you can go at a fast pace. This is with disadvantage. If you pass it, you get 6, but nothing if you fail. With a normal... I'll say you get the normal one with advantage, too, if you want to do that.
Okay, fine.
All right. Do you probably got this down, Lucius?
Yeah, Yeah, I know.
Lucius will help you out in that case. Okay, meanwhile, at the performance contest... Henry, you're taking over to a group of Pokemon who all have these little instruments. They seem to be like you and seem to all be foreigners, not Naginatan homebrews. There are
a lot of foreigners here. What's going on?
It seems that Naginata prefers the tastes of the foreign Pokemon and wants to hear what you can do.
Oh, very well. In that case,
the rules to
show them the grass continent, what the grass continent has to offer.
So this contest is not only playing your instrument, which is going to be your sapphire flute, but it also requires some theatrics to it. So you're allowed to go in this area and pick out 3 props.
3 props.
You can forego a prop if you have something on you, but the judges will score you based on these 3 categories, depending how well your check is to whatever you're doing. First of all is the music in general. Second is the theatrics, whatever you're doing with these props. And third is how these props kind of link together. Like, say if you're using kind of like a 2x4, like a rolling pin and some bowling pins to like kind of balance out on it and juggle while playing an instrument. That's kind of linking them together, as opposed to like, I don't know, doing a card trick and spinning a plate. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna use the hat.
You're gonna, yeah, I thought you would.
I'm gonna use the hat to see if I have any props that would go with the other props, basically.
Yeah.
2 and 4, I got it. 4 is the handkerchief rope, and 2 is the Oshawott shell.
So you basically like just reaching in your hat, pulling these out till you get them?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm not gonna put us through the pain of you rolling a bunch of dice, and I'll say you get what you need, instead of using their...
No. What happens is I come in, I pull out a rope of handkerchiefs from my hat, and then at the end is an Oshawott shell tied to it. and then I quickly aim the hat down, but it comes out the top and hits me in the face.
And one more thing. You will lose points if you do the same thing in different rounds. So you can't be kind of a one-trick pony. And in terms of the props that they have, they'll have something you want as long as it's reasonable.
Okay.
All right.
I'll use the Oshawott shell for one, and the handkerchief rope for another. I got the.
And you're allowed 3 props for each round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be adding 2 props onto the rope and 2 props onto the shell, basically.
All right. Okay, and Raffa and Phantom. Basically, this is going to be mostly balance-based and charisma-based. It's going to be you kind of walking down, kind of doing a little twirl, and bowing, and doing some sort of little bit of dressing on the end where you kind of do something original.
Balance. The thing Raffa should be good at, but Dice Parser seems to disagree with that sentiment.
It's only climbing.
Yeah.
Get Rodney flashbacks.
Okay,
Try to keep up with the pace.
chat, who should we start with first?
Oh, gee, looking at chats.
Yeah. First one to say it gets it.
Chats,
Well-
the power is yours.
Well, let's see. Quilla's gonna murder everyone if Raffa doesn't go first, so... Waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Waiting for the lag. Raffa and Phantom.
Yep. Knew that was gonna happen. Remember, your life is on the line if Raffa doesn't win.
Okay, so we'll do Raffa first and then Phantom.
All right, throwing up that dancing
All right.
train in the background.
Since I'm Raffa, remember they have a D4 on pretty much all your rolls. I'll be right back.
Yeah, alright. So, you see some of the other girls go up first, Raffa. And they're all just kind of doing the practical thing where they're, walking out, bowing, maybe giving a little wink to the audience. And they walk back. It is your turn. You're going down kind of the runway. Or it's not really a runway, you're kind of coming from the side of the stage.
Yeah.
So if you're just going to walk down there as graceful as can be, give me a acrobatics with advantage. I was going to say tell me the number, but I can see it here.
Alright, acrobatics. That's the one I have advantage in. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. 17. Okay, let me mark that down. All right. Okay, you are now kind of in the spotlight, so to speak. So now you got to do a twirl. So give a performance check. Put on that Raffa charm.
Let's see. Can I throw a superiority die into this?
Yeah,
Probably
sure.
not.
Or can you? Does it say you can?
It's athletics. And that's basically it. That would
Yeah,
work as
I
a
don't think
test.
so. So
Yep, so I'm just gonna have to roll with the dice and add a d4.
Oh wait, you still get the D4. Oh wait, you got a D4 to the last one too. So that's actually important. So I'd roll it twice. Okay, so I'll say
19 and 19.
19, and that's actually fantastic. Okay, and now you got a little section to be original. Do something.
My brain is dying.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Spout of fire into the air.
Okay, I'll say that. Okay, you're pretty proficient with fire, so that will be either persuasion or performance with advantage.
Let's see.
And add a d4.
And add a d4. So 14, 17. Okay, the audience and the judges seemed really impressed. You saw like little hearts shoot up. Doop, bloop, 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 bloop. And you walk back. Aurora, as you're kind of walking back, Raffa, you notice this Vulpix. Feels a little off about this Vulpix. You feel like you've met her before. You don't know. Maybe it's just you. All right, Aurora, do a acrobatics check unless you're doing something crafty.
Not for the time being.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
As you're kind of like walking down, trying to be all like elegant as possible, you kind of like slightly trip. Shake that off. You go to the charm part, so give a performance.
Okay, that's better.
They seem to really admire your kimono. We go to your original part. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so let me know if I can actually do this or not.
All right. You have no
You
have no ice powers, by the way. So
I am aware of this.
yeah.
However, what I want to do is, can I kind of use my illusion powers to make it look like my kimono is kind of blowing in the wind, and then cast minor illusion and use it to like make the sound of wind blowing?
Okay.
And then just kind of like move my tails like I'm in a breeze.
Yeah, I'll say the kind of the breeze part. Your tail's in a breeze. You have to be doing that manually. So let's do a deception.
Right, I would be.
Yeah. So let's do deception with that. Everything else is you kind of got that down. Perfect. All right, there you see like boop 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 little hearts pop up. But you feel like you didn't do as well as that Litten you met the other day. All right. let's go to the music contest next.
Okay.
All right, Henry.
I have my shell, a bucket of water, and a plank of wood.
All right. So, what kind of song are you going for with your flute?
Okay. Well, I'll start off with a rather it'll start off slow
All right.
and then sort of build up in intensity as it goes. It's something utilizing both the plank of wood and the flute, using the plank of wood with my feet, and the flute with my hands, of course. It's very heavy on, of course, like the sounds of the wood and the flute. I use the flute to cast shape water. So it comes out of the bucket. It'll form into the shape of an Oshawott. I pick the shell up with the plank of wood. It grabs it and starts doing an elegant water-based display utilizing the water that it's composed of and the shell.
Okay. So, first for the song part, just give a performance.
That will be a 20 D20, and also would enthralling performance last throughout all the performances.
Let me see.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
There's going to be like little there's going to be stages where different performers are going to be going up. So
Yeah.
let me just see the ability at the College of Glamour. You'll be definitely doing this for 1 minute. So at the end of the performance, you could choose another. So you can only select a few Pokemon up to your Charisma modifier. Each must succeed a Wisdom saving throw. And then they'll idolize you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do that for the second performance.
Okay.
I'll start with the magic flute and then go into the, second performance.
All right.
Also, yeah, So I do the performance check. I got that.
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That practice from yesterday is really paying off.
You guys are giving us some stiff competition in the Mochi contest.
So I'd say you're kicking a shell, and are you balancing? You said.
I'm kicking wood, which is kicking a shell up and using the wood as the instrument itself.
Okay. So just give me a little bit of give me an athletics check just to kick it.
Athletics. Oh boy.
Did I just hear that right? You're using the wood as an instrument.
Yes. It's a percussion instrument.
Okay, then.
Yeah, in other words. Something like that.
I get it. It's a weird choice, but okay.
Well, that's checks. I say that's good enough. It's pretty close to you. It's not like you're hitting on like a little tiny area.
Yeah.
So you get that off, and like in the Kimono contest, do you want to do a showstopper of any kind for bonus points?
So the water Oshawott at the end of the song will put the shell on its tummy, jump into the air, spin around, and then explode into a rainbow.
Oh.
It will then rain down on like on some people in the front row and the stage itself.
All right.
Even
So
before one of the audience members in the front row is a slugma.
okay, is there you see a Vaporeon, Ursaring, and Rattata. What's your charisma modifier actually?
You want me to do enthralling performance in order to pull?
Oh
it off?
wait, no, you said you're doing that next round.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
doing that next
Yeah.
round.
Okay. Never mind. Okay. Yeah. I can't think of any check that go along with that. They're impressed by that. Your storytelling. This journey we went through with that performance.
Yes,
Well,
the story of an Oshawott who trained to be the best of the otter samurais.
meanwhile, at the Mochi contest. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So you're in the preliminary rounds You're in the West Division, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are Western.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you are up against these really pathetic looking Pokemon. It's a Wimpod and a
Lily.
Lilleep. I was gonna say Igglybuff, but we'll go with Lilleef.
Oh no, it's my team.
It's a flower. we have a bug and a flower.
All right. So, the coordinator, who is a Trevenant, looks at both of you and has a mallet.
Okay.
He
I'll
seemed-
take them out.
He gives it to you. And you are directed on stage with this Wimpod and Lilleep. And you're in front of this bowl of this kind of like white, gooey looking thing. And they seem to be preparing you to go.
Okay.
Are you ready to start? We have in this corner, in the West Division, the Dark Heroes! And in the East...
Heroes, doing it.
And in the other corner, we have Team Wimpy!
Oh, come on, they're supposed to be Team Benthic.
Looks like the Wimpod. It looks like they're totally mixed up here. It seems like the Wimpod's trying to use the mallet.
I don't know.
Which end am I supposed to grab?
You know, Lucius.
I don't know. We don't know how to grab. I'm a flower. You're a bug.
You know, Lucius. It just occurred to me that I have no idea how to do this part of the mochi making process.
You just fold the mochi after I'm done pounding it. It's quick and easy. So you use your athletics. You use your acrobatics once I'm done with my athletics, and you just fold it.
Got it.
Are the teams ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then
I'll assume that was a drum sound.
begin. All right. So make your Lucius athletics. Lucius
Okay.
acrobatics.
We're going normal pace to start.
All right, so you get advantage
Wait.
because of
You got acrobatics.
because the hot
Doesn't only
spring.
Rodney get advantage?
No, you both do since you're a team.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so it works weird that way. And the other team is going to roll.
The dirty.
Dirty 20.
All right. They got. So you get 4. Second round to go again.
All right.
Oh my god. Team Wimpy's actually doing good.
Oh my god. All
He's
right,
like inside of the pot and he's just rolling around in it.
let's do a normal pace once again.
Yeah, you both get it advantage. You're doing pretty well too. Yeah, it's another 4 for you. All right, this is the third round.
Okay.
There we go.
Normal once more?
Yeah.
You have advantage, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
rolled with advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
All right. So you got 14?
Yeah, me, yeah.
Okay. Yep, that's another 4 for you. Round 5. Or 4, sorry.
Okay, let's keep going at this pace. Seems to be working well for us, assuming Dice Parser doesn't hate me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Okay, you failed that one, so you only get 2.
Oh.
Number 5.
Okay.
Oh.
Normal? Fast. Are we going normal or fast this time?
Oh, shoot. Let's go normal.
Yeah.
Or no, let's go fast. Sorry, let's go fast.
So you just roll it naturally.
Yeah.
That's fine. You get 6. But, so you don't need to do an insight check, but Team Wimpy, as the Wimpod takes the mallet, he actually, smashes the bowl so it goes flying off into the audience. Oh! It seems we have disqualification. Oh, no! He got a natural 1.
Okay.
No.
The Dark Heroes win! How much did you make, by the way?
Let's see. We made 4, 8. How many rounds were there again?
You only made it to 5 before they got disqualified.
Okay, so we made it to 5. We got 6, 10, 14, 15, 16. We made 16 total.
All right. Awesome. You're moving on to actually... we'll say the preliminary, counts for, all these kind of losers you're facing. And you're you make your way up to kind of the winner's bracket in the West Division.
Okay.
But you haven't won yet. You need 3 more in the... Let's say you're in, kind of the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
All right. So, we'll move back to the Kimono contest. So, there are...
How many rounds of this are there? The Kimono contest?
There will be 3 and then a showdown.
Okay.
And so you're done the first round. You see among you, they announce all the names of the ladies who passed the first round, and luckily, Raffa and Aurora are among them. Yay!
I assume Lopunny is too.
Yeah, you could see some of these Pokemon going off crying because
Yeah, the Heracross is just walking away.
trying to keep that stiff upper lip, but kind of breaking down.
He just hear as she walks off, you just hear she just rips her kimono as she flies with her beetle wings away.
All right. So we will go into round 2. Raffa, we'll lead with you again. So make your way down the walkway. You get advantage because you're a cat and balance well.
Not that seems to matter sometimes, but...
It's Acro again.
Yeah, and you get a D4 on it to it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you use the D4 because that's important. So that's 16. Excellent. Okay. So now is to put on the charm. So a performance.
Let's see, are there any torches nearby?
Well, this is just kind of the kind of
this is
twirl,
the,
curtsy kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's just normal performance. And then you get to do your original thing.
Let's see. I guess I bow.
Yeah. This is the
It's
this is the normal
thing. It's afterwards that you have to worry about what you're going to do for him.
Wait, I thought the bowing was the normal thing.
Yeah, it is. Like it's the acrobatics, the performance, and then something original that you're gonna do.
Oh, I just rolled performance.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like saying make up a performance.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay. Let's see. So do I have advantage on that too?
No.
I really hope.
Ooh. But you do get a D4. Yeah. Hope you get a 4.
Congratulations.
Well, I mean, technically overall, he did get a 4.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of twirl too much and maybe make yourself dizzy and kind of wander about the stage a little bit. But now is your time to make up for that and do something original.
Let's see. I suppose that I could raise my tail, stand up on the hind legs.
Okay, that'll be another performance check. Yeah,
13.
okay, I'll say that's passable. So far, and then you make your way back. It seems like only a few hearts. It was like
It's like an actual contest in Pokemon.
yeah.
I'm doing good, and then the guy's like, "Hey, watch this! I just sabotaged your whole show."
Aurora, it's your turn.
All right.
Ooh,
Okay.
that works. You gracefully make your way down, making up for your past mistake. But unfortunately, you suck at showing off your outfit.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Phantom is going to attempt to do a backflip.
Okay, acrobatics. Perfect! You actually do like 3 rotations in the air somehow. You feel like with that even with that slight slip up, you've kind of like you think you did pretty well there. And you make your way back. All right, to the music competition.
Oh my gosh.
Henry.
You're telling me that Phantom's best girl after all?
Oh my god.
Hoppany stomps all over him.
What are your props?
So, I have the rope. I have a. Can I have like a hook affixed to the top of the stage?
Yeah, you could probably do that. You could probably set that up. You could probably find some crap in there that can make that work. So just like a hook with the rope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I have the handkerchief rope. And in order to support myself, I have a bigger plank of wood which I have tied either ends to.
Okay. All right. And so after some other performances, there was this an Igglybuff with like a xylophone.
That sounds cute though. It's just a little baby with
you're up next to they want to see what they can do. See what you can do.
Okay.
You can bring a
Utilizing
baby
my
of its own.
enthralling performance, which, by the way, my wisdom modifier is 2. Not.
So 2.
I believe we had 2. But I also... Yeah. Unless the whole bardic thing, like... Oh, yeah, it only...
Oh, it's your charisma modifier.
Checks. Yeah.
Yeah.
The charisma modifier is also 2.
All right, yeah, that works. So that's 2 people you can kind of enthrall in your performance once you go for a minute.
Do I know where the Do I know who the judges are?
Yes, you actually do.
Okay.
But be aware, if you fail this... Is that all I need to say?
Well, technically, if you're talking about the charm thing, technically they don't notice that he was attempting to charm them, even if it fails.
I guess so. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've looked up, for reasons I will not explain, I've looked up enthralling performance a bit lately. So yeah, they don't even notice if you try it.
Okay, it seems to be a Flareon, a Chatot, and a Baltoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are the 3 judges.
I would go for the Flareon and the Baltoy.
All right, so what's your save DC again? I believe it's like 12?
No, I thought it was... No, it can't be 15. It's
Save
8 plus
DC.
2 plus 3, so 12, I think.
Yeah. All right. You said the Flareon and the Chatot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
okay.
the Flareon and the Baltoy.
Oh, the Flareon and the Baltai. Okay. Well, do your performance first, then I'll tell you how they react.
Okay. In order to perform, I'll tell you. I have my lute this time.
Oh, okay, going with a different instrument. You see,
Yeah, because
you see the Chatot kind of like nod at that, noticing you're switching up your instruments.
Yes, I have my lute. I have my lute. I'm going to be playing sort of like a sweet down home melody that I learned growing up in the grass continent.
All right.
I'm gonna, while swinging and singing.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an advantage on that because it's a very personal song that comes from your home country.
Yes.
So a performance.
2D. Yeah.
Yeah.
2d20 plus 5.
Yeah. Or just take the higher one.
That would be 9 plus 5 is 14.
Okay, maybe you strike a maybe it's not as refined as you remember it, but you think it still passes.
Yeah.
And what about your theatrics? What are you doing?
In order to do that, I have my dancing lights.
Okay. So
My dancing lights, which will show sort of simple images of just simple activities back home. Just a very like simple kind of performance.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing here. Kind of like this like timeline of. All right.
It kind of goes through Henry.
Yeah, his life.
You might know a little bit about his backstory from there, and also he's with his good friends Farron and Sora.
Yeah. I don't know how you interpret that through dancing lights, but.
Well, you see the simple images. There's one that's yellow and the little Henry, and the others are purple and red, respectively.
Yeah, you need a high IQ to understand this.
Well, again, he's advanced enough with his dancing lights to make it look
Yeah.
like at least a small, simple dancing Henry. So
Yeah.
he could do stuff like that.
Yeah. And what about the stuff with the rope and the...
I will... Okay, so, like I said, I'm swinging.
Yeah.
I'm swinging on the thing. But as the chorus goes by, I hang off the side, my legs holding on to the wood, and I belt out while doing so.
All right, I'll give you an athletics to... No, let's do acrobatics, because you're kind of, like, hanging on.
Acrobatics, which I am good at.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. 6.
That's a wide. Okay, there's nothing I can do for you here. You fall on your ass.
I would say he comes in, like he tries it and then he falls down. But he manages to, like, still perform with his plug head lodged into the stage floor.
Okay, so it's quite funny this way. You seem to have lost the chat on. You could see him like mumbling like Simon Cowell. So I was like, this is the worst performance I've ever seen in my life.
No.
But because of your enthralling performance, the ball toy and Flareon are... Oh! Wow, he did that on purpose! He's so amazing!
Yes, he intentionally utilized the plug feature of his own head.
10!
Meanwhile, Chad out of the Really Tough Guild's being like, I don't think he did that on purpose.
Okay, but it seems it's like democracy gets past here because they failed the check and they want you to go on to next round. Just have to chat on. It's like, oh, I can't believe you two. How could you fight? He obviously fell. Why are you letting him go on?
Because that was awesome.
All right. Back.
Oh my freaking gosh, you lucky little...
Yes!
Okay, well, over to the Mochi contest. In the, I believe, quarterfinals, we have... How many brackets left?
Speaking of lucky prunes...
Yeah, quarterfinals. You are facing against... Dark Heroes. You're facing against Team Flop, which consists of a Sliggoo and a Magikarp. They somehow made it here.
Team Flop?
Team Flop, yeah. You see the Trevenant go over to the Team Flop, and he's about to hand him the mallet, but it looks like he remembers something, and he just kind of walks off with the mallet.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going.
Okay. They ask you to shake hands. With the Sliggoo. You see the Sliggoo? It's like, may the best Pokemon win. There's all this like green sludge and slime dripping down its like little arm things.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Violation.
I'm just gonna bow and be like, yeah, good luck to you too.
Okay, and meanwhile the Magikarp's just going... So, the Magikarp actually flops over onto the Mochi Bowl. Okay, well, you are in positions. And let it begin. Okay.
Okay. Let's start by doing normal pace as before.
Okay.
Normal pace, yes.
So no advantage this round. It's just
Yeah.
straight up roll. Oh, I thought that was a natural 20, but
No,
that's good.
20.
That's 4 mochis for you, friend.
Okay.
For Team Flop. Okay. I realize I can't tell you how they're doing. Okay, next, round 2. Well, set 2. Whatever you want to call that.
Okay.
Normal
roll again.
Normal pace.
Oh!
20, baby!
Okay, and that's good enough, too. So, you actually go through it fast enough, and you double your mochi intake, and you make 8 this time.
Oh, ha!
Nice.
Make 8 mochi. Meanwhile, Team Flop. Alright, round 3.
Okay, let's keep going normal. Normal seems to be working up just fine for.
Yeah. That will only net you 2. You're lucky that is not a 1. As you saw what happened with Team Wimpy. Okay, round 4.
Okay, normal again.
Oh.
Lucky you have good acrobatics, buddy.
You make only 2. Round 5.
Yes, I am aware that my athletics sucks.
What are you doing? Normal pace?
Normal pace.
Yeah, okay.
My athletics sucks, says the guy with the only boost on athletics.
Okay, that is 4 mochis for you.
Okay.
Round 6.
Normal pace.
That is 2 mochis for you. Last round.
Okay. One more normal pace.
Sure not want to go fast or just normal?
Normal.
Okay.
Normal.
That is only 2 mochis.
Thought we'd finish off strong.
Okay, how many did you get?
Just give me a second to calculate it. 24.
Let's see how many each of the teams has. We have the Dark Heroes with a grand total of 24. And over at Team Flop, they have 21. Dark Heroes move on.
I thought he was going to say 25.
Yeah, it was 21. That was
way too close.
yeah.
That was way too close, Lucius. We gotta think about going faster.
Okay, we go back over to the Kimono contest. Who is moving on to round 3, the final round? It seems Aurora is, and Raffa is just barely.
Goodness.
And amongst other,
Barely.
seems to, you see them thinning out, and you still see Lopunny there.
Of course.
Of course.
Money is still there.
I'm like, she's going to stomp all over us.
Round 3. Let's lead off with Aurora first, just because she did better.
Alright.
He did whatever.
I don't know why, but I can imagine Medicham being in the hot sauce drinking contest.
Yeah, that's where she is. Okay.
I would have thought Medicham would
She's
have
just
been
having her
well.
sake, isn't she?
Yeah, you trip. That wasn't your most grace. So now a performance. Oh my god.
Wow. All right. So this time, Phantom, in the persona of Aurora, is going to howl, basically, and use minor illusion to create an image of an Aurora over his head.
Okay, so just like kind of like this little rainbow light.
Yes.
Yeah, alright. You could do that. I'll since the rest of your scores aren't very flattering, I'll tie that to a performance. Just to otherwise, you feel like if you did better, that would kind of get them. But you need to kind of show off your swagger here.
Fox howls aren't really as graceful as wolf howls.
I think Vulpix can learn how. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Fox
Okay, that'll work.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. Oh wait, that's
enough to save you though.
yeah, that's 22. 22 with 7 and 8. Okay. You seem to like kind of lose them at the beginning there, but you kind of got them with that cry at the end. Raffa, it's your turn. You watch this this Vulpix kind of mess up at the beginning, but kind of steal back the show at the end.
Oh man.
Acrobatics with advantage.
Yes.
That's good.
Well, you can roll one more just for the sake of it.
And you can add a d4 to it too.
20.
Dirty 20.
23.
23.
It's better.
23. Your performance. Just normal with a d4. You seem to be showing off that same blemish on your kimono as before. Now your performance. What are you doing?
I'm going to strike a pose. So I'm going to tilt my head up towards the audience with my eyes closed and one of my paws holding up, and I'm going to be standing completely still and stun them all.
Okay, acrobatics with advantage, since that's balance, I guess. And add a d4. 22.
22.
Okay, besides that blemish, you think you did pretty well there. Better than the Vulpix, so you feel like you're maybe gonna move on, and she isn't. Let's go to round 3. You're in the semifinals here, Henry.
Ah, yes.
What are your props of choice?
Well, my current props of choice are a bucket full of feathers.
A bucket of feathers. Yeah, you find that out in their little.
A bucket full of. Well, I'm thinking it's more like a bag full of feathers.
Yeah, you just kind of like tore open a pillow you've maybe found in there.
Over the pillow. I will. I have the feathers. I have the. I have a fan. A fan that I can move up. A fan that I can move upwards. I have a fan that can like blow the wind, that can blow the feathers. It can blow the feathers away. And I also have a can. Well, no, wait, no, a lantern. I have a lantern.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you could find that. Just a little oil lantern, maybe? Some relic of Naginata.
So not going with lamp oil, rope, and bombs.
No, I'm not going
my
with
friend.
lamp oil bombs. This seems like
you have
I don't think I would use bombs in a performance using my lyre.
So it's bucket of feathers, lantern, and
a fan.
a fan. Okay. You can't really find an electric fan. There's just kind of one of those.
Okay. Then instead, what are those things called? The thing that train conductors use to stoke the flames in steam trains.
Those kind of like yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Bellows?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
a bellow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You got your props, and you're using a different instrument this time?
I'm using the lyre.
Yeah, you're using a lyre. Okay. Despite being bitter with your last performance, the Chadot seems to admire your switching up instruments. And what are you gonna do? First of all, what are you gonna play?
Well, I'm going to play a sentimental ballad about an angel whose voice creates the calm winds of springtime. Well, the calm autumn winds. It would make more sense in that case. Well, actually, yeah, because there's more wind autumn than spring. So yeah. So that is just it's also a song about his childhood friends. It's just coded in that sort of angel language.
Okay.
So D20 plus 5.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's kind of decent. You feel like you could have done better, but you still have the theatrics.
So, maybe the faltering might be because he is balancing on the bellows and he is balancing on the bellows. Oh, what is the third prop that I had? Because I have the bellows, I have the
lantern and feathers.
Lantern. Oh yeah, I'm balancing on the bellows, and using prestidigitation, I make the well, not balancing on the bellows. I have the bellows in front of me, and the feathers in front of the bellows. I have a lantern farther off, and I use prestidigitation to start the lantern burning. I then step on the bellows once I then step on the bellows, causing the feathers to blow towards the fiery lantern, creating a mass of burning flames that, with another blow from the bellows, evaporates as he sings a lyric about the angel driving away the evil autumn spirits.
Okay. Well, balancing is in that routine, so acrobatics is in your future.
Yes. Okay. That's a D20 plus 6. You see, I was using the balancing to.
Yeah. You're just kind of thrown out. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah. And now your showstopper.
My showstopper would be using a third blow of the bellows. I angle it towards the audience and blow feathers at the final cadence.
I'll do performance for that. You could do a performance for that.
Okay, D20.
So 13, 17, and 10.
Oh no. I'm not doing good.
No. Maybe you blow the one of the judges. No, that's too bad. No, you just kind of misfire. It kind of goes off. Maybe mildly inconvenience someone in the front row who was supposed to feel that the bellow hit the face.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. You take your bow and you go backstage. Meanwhile, in Mochi Land,
Mochi Land.
Mochi.
you are going against Team Flex, which consists, which has a Machamp and a Donphan.
Looks like we gotta double our efforts.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
You see the Machamp being given 2 mallets.
Wait a second. That's against the rules, isn't it?
No.
Screw the rules. I have money.
Oh, I have mallets.
Yeah, I was making
Yeah, 4 arms.
I was making a reference.
Oh. Well, if you think you could use 2, you're more than welcome to.
I assume I can't.
You need 2 hands to hold the thing.
Yeah, as I thought.
Yeah. Alright, are you ready to go against Team Flex? After the honorary handshake?
No, we're gonna have to do it anyways.
They offer a hand.
Okay. Shake?
Yeah. The Machamp is shaking, like, both your hands while flexing with his other 2. Alright. Okay, let the games begin. Round 1. You just gonna make the checks?
Okay, let's do fast to start off first round.
Fast.
Yeah.
So it's disadvantage.
Yep. Disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay, and I'm going to use Skull's Necklace.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I'll wait for you.
Hello, Dolly.
Okay, this depends
My turn.
if Strouder gets it.
My
You,
turn.
you have disadvantage. No, 2. I would have said to you like 1 if you had both gotten 20s, but we got a 13 and 20. I'll say you got the 20, so you double your 6 into 12 in the first round.
All right, nice. And let's go back to normal from now.
All right. Team Flex. They get
Not yet. Not
yeah.
yet.
I'll wait.
Yeah.
I can wait.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm getting my mod.
Okay, so you got 12 this round.
Mm-hmm.
And they got that many. Okay. Right, round 2.
Okay, we're doing normal pace.
Got it.
Gosh darn it.
Oh my.
You get 2. Well, they get 4. So how many you got? 2? Yeah. All right. Just making sure you're keeping count. Round 3.
I am. Normal pace again.
It's got it.
For the love of all that is good and holy in the world. Oh, I thought that was nat 20 for a second.
You get only 2.
Yeah, I thought so.
Gosh darn it.
Okay,
Round 4.
let's keep going normal.
Normal. Got it.
I think. Well, that's 8.
That's no, that's 14. You got 14.
No, I mean you get 8 mochis for
Oh.
that,
Okay.
and they
Nice.
get.
Sorry, that was my bad.
All right. This is round 5.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is round 5. Okay, normal. Continuing.
Normal, got it.
That is 4 for you. Round 6.
Okay, normal again.
That's 2. Oh, no, that's 2. That wasn't a 20.
Yeah.
This is last round.
Yep, normal one more time.
They're gonna...
18, nice. Nat 20!
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
That is 8 for you.
Okay.
So how many is that for you?
Just give me a second. I need to calculate it again.
Glad someone's keeping count.
Yeah, that is 38.
And they... Okay. Well, this seems to be a complete upset. We have Dark Heroes with 32! Mochi! Well, Team Flex...
30. Oh, wait. Let me check again. It was 38, not 32.
38! Sorry, my mistake. Meanwhile, Team Flex with 22. Mochi. I don't know what went wrong. Alright, you're going on to the West Division Finals. Okay. Meanwhile, in the Kimono contest, it is down to... This is the final round, right? This is the showdown.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Raffa will compete against Lopunny.
She's going up against one of her heroes.
Oh, you're here. I didn't notice you. I was totally captivated by the audience. They just adore me.
Well,
Okay.
I guess after this we'll find out who they adore more. Good
Yeah.
luck.
All right, so for the sake of anything you want to do, Phantom, during your walk of shame.
I kind of picture him in the background. Like, I could have been a contender.
Lopunny will make her way down the aisle with a acrobat. She got a 1.
Oh my.
Okay, so she doesn't actually screw up. She sees the other members of Team Charm and says, "Oh, hi girls!" And then she kind of just walks off stage and leaves.
Oh my god.
What?
So it's like
and the judges
one out.
the judges seem confused, and you hear the, well, that was kind of a cute wave, I guess.
That.
I guess we'll get Raffa on stage. Okay, well, Raffa, if you don't totally F this up, I think I told you ones were really bad, as you
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got a...
Okay, so walk down the runway.
All right.
To
Athletics is normal.
It's with advantage, yeah.
yeah, and you get 4. Okay, that's 20.
Dirty 20.
Your charm.
12.
Add another 4.
Oh no,
Oh, wait,
he did already. And your original performance here.
All right. Are there any torches nearby?
Well, for the sake of you've already won this, I'll just say yeah, they're there. Unless you spectacularly fail this.
I'm like, handstand, and then the torches go into a fireworks show.
Okay, I'll say that's a performance and acrobatics.
Okay.
Acrobatics would probably be at advantage.
Yeah. That's the performance?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 12.
So that's 13.
Or 13. Yeah, 13.
And then
The acrobatics with advantage plus 4. Okay.
dirty 20. Dirty
24.
Yeah. Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, and you kind of walk backstage looking as confused as everyone else.
What was that?
Oh my gosh.
Did we
You
do
lucked
it?
out.
Henry. It seems they're calling out the winners from the last round, and you don't get called.
Oh.
But the little xylophoning Igglybuff does. And he like looks at you smiling with a big like ear to ear grin.
Can you just give me a second before you move on to me? I need
Yeah.
quick.
Is there anything you want to do before with your placing in this was at least you did make it to the final, so you got third, so you're still gonna get rewarded something. Same goes with Aurora. Okay. I have to wait for Lucius, so
I cannot believe what just happened.
so
Raffa,
I just-
you better be a good charmer to the Emperor, okay?
Yeah.
I'll have the charm by then, guys. Fine.
I was actually
you and Lucy. You and Lucy still have a chance.
Well, me, Lucy, Rodney.
Well, this is kind of... It's astonishing we've made it this far.
All right,
so-
I'm back.
all right, so we're going to the finals, the finals, the East Division versus the West Division.
I actually had a big plan for what to do to make up for that flop the last time.
But
Whatever.
okay,
Doesn't matter anymore.
well, it seems we've come down to this. It's now the East Division versus the West Division. Oh, and it seems we have some celebrities in the East Division.
Oh!
Insert the boss music.
First,
Why do I
Suddenly, boss music.
they need no introduction from our own West Division. Give it up for the Dark Heroes! You seem to like really got the crowd on your side with that last round, Dark Heroes. So maybe you're soaking it in, raising your hands, your mallet. And we have, all the way from the Mist Continents, one of the foundations of paradise. Give it up for Espeon and Umbreon!
This.
This is going to be something.
You see those,
Did I just hear that right?
you see these two Pokemon walk. Give me a history check, Rodney or Roland and Lucius. Just maybe know a little about these two. Okay, so Lucius, you have no idea who the fuck these are, and but Rodney, you know they're kind of, as this announcer said, they're one of the founders of Paradise on the Mist Continent, which is a kind of, well, as it says, kind of like this. It's been built up into this resort area with a bunch of different facilities around it. It's actually probably one of the Mist Continent's #1 attractions. But they are also, on top of that, like dungeon researchers on top of being members of this paradise place. and they basically spend their time going into dungeons, learning more about them and how they work. But you are now competing against these two.
Okay.
I believe we're going against 2 dungeon researchers.
So we have what are they called? The Dynamic Dungeon Duo versus
Ephraim and Umbreon.
versus
Ephraim and Umbreon. Sorry.
the Dark Heroes. Go up for the honorary handshake. Let's make this clean.
Okay. Handshake.
Keep it a clean fight, guys.
It's funny.
Of
because
course we will.
They're both bipedal and they're both quadrupeds.
Okay. So you notice this Espeon is the one doing the folding, and she seems to be not actually touching it. She's just psychically making this malleable rice into.
I knew it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sure Skull would do the same thing if she were here.
All right. So we shall begin. I shall do this for the viewers again. Begin. All right.
Okay. Let's, since I wasted my little ticket, let's just roll normal.
All right.
Normal. Got it.
14.
All right.
Almost.
That's a pass in any case, so you get 4.
Okay. Normal again.
Round 2.
Got it.
Yep, that passes. 4 for you.
Okay.
Round 3.
Normal again.
Okay.
Oh, so close.
Oh,
Round 4.
Okay.
normal or fast?
Normal.
Got it.
That's 2 for you.
He hasn't.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Double 3s.
still 2.
Okay. Still 2.
Yeah. We're going on to round 5?
Let me think.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pick
round
up the
5.
pace.
Okay, now if we pick up the pace, we have a chance of failure. I think like this is good, is perfect.
You really sure? Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But if we feel this next one, we're gonna go fast.
All right, I'll agree with that. Okay, we're doing normal.
All right. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't have it scrolled down. I was waiting for it. I was like, oh, where is it? Oh, God, Discord's being dove. Okay, that's only 2 for you.
Okay.
Let's pick up the pace.
Yep, as said before.
So
just fast.
I'll wait for you to
Sora,
make your
cheer
two.
them. Use your magic bard power.
Oh.
No!
Might as well not even roll.
But what if he rolls a nat 20? Alright, it wasn't, but it was close.
Yeah. I'll say you break your bowl in half. So what you've accumulated is what you got so far. So how many? There's only 1 round left, so you can take solace in that. And noticing this, they seem to be playing it completely safe, and they just get their guaranteed Mochi. All right. All right, how many did you get?
18.
16, 17, 18.
What?
Yeah, how many did you get?
We got 18.
They got 18 too.
We have a
Slacked on
tie.
that last one.
Wait, but how are we supposed to make more mochi if our bowl's completely cracked?
Well, we could just get you a new one. We could do
Gosh.
3 more rounds. Winner of these 3 rounds takes it all.
Got it.
Okay.
Seems Espion's tightening the bandana on Umbria for him.
She's just like, I underestimated you.
All right. Sudden death, round 1.
Okay, let's do the normal.
Normal. Got it.
Dirty 20.
Okay, so
Holy
you get
shit.
4.
Don't leave me with the Emperor, guys, alone.
Okay. Normal paste again.
Got it.
God, stupid Discord.
Ooh, another dirty 20.
You get 4 again. They get
An amount.
an amount.
They get X. Next turn they'll get Y, and then Z.
Okay. Let's
Wanna go
do.
fast or normal?
I want to say normal.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the last round, just telling you.
Yep.
Here we go.
Nice. Still dirty 20.
All right, what was your total? You got 4 that round.
Yeah, we got 4 each time, so,
So
we got
12.
12.
Yeah. Well, good news. The dynamic dungeon duo has 10, while the Dark Heroes have 12. The Dark Heroes win.
Put it here, Rodney.
What?
Put it here, as in grab my hand and shake.
Yeah.
I was gonna hug you, but
Okay.
No, I knew it. What are you talking about? You're not my wife.
So meanwhile in the kimono contest, it's like, I guess she wins. There's no real fanfare. They're still trying to absorb what happened. Everyone give it up for Raffa. What happened to
Very awkward
Lopani?
applause.
the important thing is that we made it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we should end on that note.
Well, we still have the raffle.
Oh, right. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I highly doubt the raffle's gonna be.
Well, Phantom could win it, but Phantom, I will give you an opportunity. Actually, you see kind of like a kimono hanging like on a hook. And there's kind of like a raffle ticket by it.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and try to swipe that.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. Or no, stealth? Yeah, stealth. Just to, casually pick it up. Yeah, that does it. You're able to kind of swipe it. And it is...
Boink.
It will be... Where's my numbers here?
Wait, I forget. What's my number?
This is why you should have remembered. A couple of team numbers we have.
This is ticket number 29. All right, and here it comes. And they are going to reach in the bowl. Yeah, I assume you make your way over to the front where this raffle's being held.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
we
which
know it's
number
not
was that
Henry, and it's not going to be Lucius either.
I don't know what number. Well, I
It's could literally us or
But the
not all of us. It
fortune-
could be one of us or it could be none of us.
here it comes! Exclamation mark D100. Enter. 26.
Not me.
26.
No one has that. No.
Nope.
I have 24 and 29.
All right.
And so After everyone kind of like looks at their tickets as this is announced, this Starmie goes, me, it's me. It goes off to claim their prize. I said their prize too, huh?
Well, Lucius, I guess we're going to go to the palace together, huh?
Does the raffle have a second and third place prize, or is it just...
It's just one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping one of us could have won the cash prize, but whatever.
Okay.
How did the rest of you do?
I'm like, I don't know. Are we,
Well, I was going to end here and then tell you what your rewards were after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think we've gone well enough over time.
Yeah.
Over
a bit.
Yeah. So, to keep this brief, thank you all for joining us. This certainly didn't go how I expected. I expected this to go a little faster with the games, but here we are. But we'll see you in 2 weeks as Raffa, Lucius, and Rodney go to the palace with a bunch of other Pokemon. Well, the other Dark Heroes decide what they're going to do. And Phantom, of course. Well, I'll see you all later.
Bye.
Good night.